Today I'm going to be talking about how stupid this game is. Well, actually I'm not going to say how stupid it is. But I mean on how much sense it makes. Like, what it actually is like. Oh wow. I completed everything on easy mode and there's a new map now. Okay, let's go back to my original focus of the video. I'm gonna go over how lots of these towers make no sense. I'm just gonna explain how towers work. I'm gonna go over the dart monkey first. I'm trying to make sense of the dart monkey, but let's make it clear. The dart monkey isn't a very cool monkey. I think when his dart ends is 3 pops per pop, so I didn't click that right, I double clicked. Nope, his maximum is 3. I wonder how the physics works of that. Let's go over that. Since Dart Monkey shoots faster, means he throws darts not really fast, like not the darts faster, he just grabs the other dart fast and then he throws the other dart. But they don't really go at the same speed the dart. Well, if my theory's gonna work, so Dart Monkey's kinda just stupid. I'm just gonna go over basically all the towers in the game. If a bullet actually hits like a balloon, it'll go straight through it to the whole a bunch of layers. But this is when speed's gonna come in. Your good old speed. If you don't know how speed works, the faster something goes, the more it goes through something. And I'm very good at science, but not good at math and English. Well, actually I'm good at a bit of English, I just can't write and read. But, yeah, I'm good in science. And also, this is how you just make a catapult in a second. That doesn't work with physics at all. I guess upgrading a tank by adding parts to it would still take a while, but it isn't as much. And that head is going fast. You know what? Let's just show you how powerful these are. I'm gonna go over how stupid they are. How the first tower I think is stupid is how they actually use their projectiles. What is ridiculous and I think is very, very stupid. How they use them is actually how they work. I'm gonna go over how that works. Their projectiles are really on how fast they are going, not really on what they're doing. Well, what they're doing is throwing darts at balloons. And I think I have a possible theory on how piercing works. Piercing must work like this. They must aim at the top of the balloon, so it goes through the top instead of the bottom layer, and more smarter monkeys go for deeper in the balloon. Is why stuff like ninjas, when you upgrade them and they get better, eventually they learn how to do it. But I'm not gonna go over magic, because magic is a whole nother bag for another episode. I'm mainly focusing on primary and the one engineer and many of these other things that are regular. All the military and magic I'll leave for another science fiction episode. And I'll title the series Stupid Monkeys. Well, actually, instead of stupid monkeys, how about idot BTD6 things? Definitely. Okay, how physics really works is when something goes fast, it pops through or goes through something on how hard it goes. That's why Sonic would actually do lots of damage, and explains why he's able to jump in the air so fast and land on Robotnik, or just fly into things, breaking walls and stuff. It makes sense, because first he has hard quills that can probably break stuff, and we don't really know how hard these quills are. If it can break through concrete, I'm gonna think they're very big. Actually, they can't. They can only break through like brick. So I guess that's good. That's a representation. So speed also matters. So the faster they go, I want to think of like this. If a projectile hits a balloon, it slows down, and that's how piercing works, and they only go for the top. And that explains a lot now. So I got over the basics of how balloons work. I think I've got what it is. Since balloons are very, very dumb apparently. They don't work how normal physics works. I wish I could just make this video and go, it's just a theory. A BTD6 theory. Right now. But seriously, these primary monkeys are literally throwing crap at any balloon they see. So I went over the thing that actually matters. On how they just only aim for the top, and speed, when they hit a balloon it slows down, and that's how piercing works. And it just falls to the ground. Let's say that. Okay, we're gonna go on how wasteful their actual things are. Throwing whole boomerang things and getting it back is actually pretty good. So I'm gonna classify that as not a really wasteful thing, but an okay thing. And now I'm gonna go over the dart monkey. Throwing darts and wasting them is, I guess, wasteful. It's not really. It's not as wasteful as other towers can be, but it's pretty wasteful. So I'm going to put that in the wasteful category. Bombs. It isn't really in the wasteful, because it literally just explodes, so there's really nothing I can say about that. So I guess bombs are just out of the picture. And let's go with tax. Spraying a bunch of metal things at someone is definitely very wasteful. Unless you got a shrapnel that destroyed people. Kind of like the monkey. The dart monkey. Well, once he gets on crossbow, it looks less wasteful. And I have gotten a military tower. Let's go on to glue. Glue gets wasted all the time from kids and stuff using it. Yeah, you get it. But glue isn't very hard to make, so I guess it isn't really wasteful. Plus, we don't know if this glue corrodes. Let's just say it does. Well, actually, does it actually land on the ground and stick there? I'm getting out of the picture. Well, it actually does from hitting a balloon, so I guess it but it has to hit another balloon to go away. So basically it can last there forever. So basically it doesn't corrode. A resistant glue means it resists the weather and the nature for dissolving it. So I'm gonna classify glue gunner not really really wasteful. And snow, it's just water, so it's not really wasteful. And he does make stuff out of ice. And impaling something with ice is actually pretty effective. But an ice gun could work. It's like an It wouldn't work like an actual gun that uses springs and stuff. Unless it had an ice spring, but that wouldn't work because it would be too solid. So let's just say this ice is all fake and it's all just made. And his armor would actually probably injure him if he got hit by even a balloon. If it broke, because it would actually stab him. So I'm gonna classify this as like a metal with like a blue paint over it. Because the ice isn't actually see-through. Well, ice isn't really see-through, but doesn't have the same texture. And he's a bit weird, so I'm gonna put that in IDK. I don't really know. Well, actually, I'm gonna put that as non-wasteful and on the gun. If it was actually made out of ice, no, it wouldn't work at all. If it wasn't made out of ice and it was all just painted there, yeah, it'd be fine. So it's like I don't know there. And that's the stupidity of the primary monkeys. I'm gonna go on military next. And it goes the same with engineer. You get it. He isn't very wasteful. He does, well actually he's pretty wasteful. Yeah, so I guess I'll wrap up the video. And I hope you liked it. Because I know did. I sure know I did. So that's the end of the video, and I don't care.